The completion of a new cathedral drew throngs of people in the Middle Ages, and one of the highlights was the dedication of the cathedral's bells. For centuries to come, the bells served important functions in European cities. They called worshipers to service. They warned of fire or approaching armies. And today, centuries after dedication, these identical bells still call worshipers to service, just as they've been doing for hundreds of years. This is genuine quality. What is the reason? Total quality was built in when the bells were made. Quality design, the finest materials, the best workmanship add up to real quality that took years to achieve. Whether it's bells or automobiles, built-in quality requires the very best design, materials, and workmanship, and years of hard, concentrated work. Now, just as new cathedral bells aroused interest long ago, so did Chevrolet's fabulous new Corvair arouse tremendous interest and enthusiasm in Chevrolet dealerships when this genuine compact car was first put on display. And just like the medieval bells, the Corvair has built-in total quality. This true compact car required the very best design, materials, workmanship, and years of dedicated work to produce. What's the story behind this quality? Let's go back 14 years. As far back as 1946, the Chevrolet Cadet was all set for production, evidence that Chevrolet has had plenty of experience in designing compact cars. The Cadet was smaller and lighter than the 1946 conventional Chevrolet. For instance, the loaded weight of the Cadet was 2,650 pounds, with a 63.5 horsepower engine displacing 132 cubic inches. Design was completed, and a plant was selected in Cleveland to manufacture the new Cadet. Everything was ready to roll back in 1946, but extensive market studies showed there simply was no demand for a new compact car then. In the year 1946, Americans wanted bigger and more powerful automobiles. So, plans and specifications for the Cadet were put on the shelf until a definite need was established for a smaller car. Meanwhile, Chevrolet engineers continued their search for new ideas in transportation, just as they've always done, and just as they are doing this very minute. Constant research continued into different engine, powertrain, and body designs. They tried every possible combination. They tested front-engine, rear-drive powertrains, front-engine front drive, rear-engine rear drive, air and water-cooled designs, 4s, 6s, and 8s, inline, flat, and V designs. All these and many others were checked out for possible application to future Chevrolets. The end result, the air-cooled, opposed six-cylinder aluminum design was selected from all the designs studied over the years as the one best engine for the Corvair. There were many reasons behind this decision. The development of new aluminum alloys made a lightweight engine possible, and the many advances in manufacturing methods in tires, suspensions, and other car components made it possible to build a true compact car for the first time. For instance, extensive research on compact car weight distribution established that only a lightweight rear engine design could provide the comfort, handling, and safety that motorists expect. Testing of body types and construction methods for the compact car had gone hand in hand with the many years of work on powertrain design. with integral unistrut construction being chosen for the strength, safety, and durability that feature every body by Fisher. Airflow cooling tests on specially equipped cars determine the most efficient location, size, and shape of openings for air cooling. Similarly, other components were checked out on other specially equipped cars to make certain every single Corvair item was exactly right. Transmissions, body insulation and components, shock absorbers and springs, every single piece and assembly had to pass extensive tests for genuine quality. Along with these proving ground checkouts, on the highway tests in specially equipped and disguised vehicles were made on steep Colorado mountain roads, in Arizona desert dust, and in below zero weather in northern Minnesota. These checks of experimental components were then followed by torture testing of prototype Corvairs at proving grounds. For example, climbing hills like this one, steeper than most hills motorists are likely to encounter, and then deep mud holes to make certain the Corvair gets there regardless of bad roads, and through water a foot or more deep to rule out possible stalling in wet weather, and mile after mile of back-jarring obstacle courses to check the ride, suspension, and durability, and performance, handling, and economy at high speeds, mile after mile after mile, wide open. Steering must be light and precise to successfully run this kind of obstacle course. Every possible kind of torture test was given on the proving grounds, including brake tests at all speeds on all kinds of surfaces. Whatever the test, the Corvair came through with flying colors. Meanwhile, millions of miles of testing were underway on public highways a whole year before introduction. Disguised Corvairs hit the road in many states for checkups of prototype vehicles that proved this genuine compact car had the specific comfort, handling and performance, safety, durability, and economy a buyer expects in a quality car from Chevrolet. New model production begins on pilot assembly lines. Normally, just as or just before the last old model is completed, tools and fixtures are modified and switched around for new models. But with the Corvair, the pilot line was the actual full-size assembly line. New precision manufacturing techniques were developed for the Corvair, and to take full advantage of these advanced methods, brand new machines, tools, and fixtures were installed in a sparkling new plant at Willow Run designed for the Corvair long before production began. Engineers and production people from all Corvair assembly plants ran the first cars through this brand new setup over 4 months ahead of announcement day. Meanwhile, manufacturing plants planned carefully to build real quality into every part. As with assembly plants, new machines and tools were in place and ready to go to make full use of amazingly precise new manufacturing methods. And Fisher body plants set up brand new lines to use the very latest and most precise methods to build strength, safety, and long life into the unistrut bodies for the Corvair. Nothing is left to chance anywhere. Highly trained men double-check every step. This inspector is checking the finish at Fisher Body, only one of innumerable careful examinations to be absolutely certain that materials, methods, machines, and men maintain Corvair's high-quality standards. Moreover, every Fisher body is checked again by Chevrolet when received. The bodies then move automatically into storage banks for use according to schedule. Many special machines are used to double-check quality. For instance, instrument clusters are tested electronically to make certain instruments read correctly. A stroboscopic light, like the one used to set engine timing, makes sure every blower fan is balanced for quiet operation and long, trouble-free life. Thermostats are set by precise gauges to ensure proper engine cooling. Lights show that holes for rubber donut suspension mountings are accurately located in the rear crossmember. Proper location helps assure a truly comfortable ride and long life. Individually punched IBM cards match each unipack and front assembly perfectly with the proper body. Electronic control means greater efficiency and greater accuracy, bringing parts and assemblies together. These special dollies raise the completed unipack and front suspension assembly to the suspended body line, the reverse of the usual body drop. Wheels are individually balanced for a quiet ride and long tire life. On competitive cars, wheel balancing after delivery costs the buyer approximately $5 or more. Another special machine automatically sets toe in and toe out on the rear wheels, a factor in comfort and durability. A special tool is used to set tension of the clutch control cable on manual transmission Corvairs to ensure proper shifting and clutch release with minimum effort. All along the line, every part, every sub-assembly and completed assembly is checked and rechecked, as evidenced by these OK tags. When, as occasionally happens, something is not up to rigid standards, a triple play system ensures correction. The inspector signs the repair tag. For example, maybe a bolt isn't quite tight enough. Then, a repairman makes any necessary adjustments, putting his individual punch mark on the tag. To wind up the triple play, a follow-up inspector makes certain the repair was completed properly and puts his punch mark on the tag. This triple play system makes each man responsible for his individual part of built-in Corvair quality. At the end of the final assembly line, this machine checks out the powertrain, lights, steering, and even the brakes in selected cars. Special paper is marked by sparks to make certain that all four wheels slow down at the same rate when the brakes are applied. On every shift, certain cars are also put into this visualiner, which checks front-end caster, camber, toe in and toe out, and rear wheel toe in and toe out, even though they were all set by precise special machines. Exact measurements are taken visually, using projected light beams for maximum accuracy. In addition, this special water test machine probes selected cars for leaks with a virtual deluge of water from below and above, hammering every square inch. A partial vacuum inside pinpoints any possible leak, no matter how small. Factory quality checkups are not the end. Engineers from the Central Chevrolet Quality Control Office regularly select cars from the ready-to-ship lots to spot-check critical items. And there's still more to the Corvair quality story. 3 times a year, dealer contact quality committees from Chevrolet and Fisher Body will visit dealerships. They will select Corvairs at random and give them a thorough going over, including comprehensive road tests and covering 46 different items. In the Middle Ages, experts checked the quality built into bells by ringing them. The full, clear peal proved beyond a doubt the total quality of the bell. And today's experts on automobiles, the men who test drive new cars for authoritative automotive publications, are enthusiastic about the Corvair. For example, here's a Road and Track magazine comment indicating quality. It almost seems that there is no engine, and the general effect is so quiet as to be almost uncanny. Motor Life said, once you're seated, you immediately become aware of the quality around you. The writer concluded, the Corvair must be driven to be fully appreciated. And a demonstration proves the built-in Corvair quality expected from Chevrolet, proves that just as with medieval cathedral bells, total design, total quality mean everything is right with Corvair and will remain right for a long, long time to come.